Hi everybody, and thank you for joining me for today's workout. Today's focus, upper body, which means you're gonna need a couple sets of weights, something a little heavier, something a little lighter. We are going to change them up throughout. And I gotta warn you, we're gonna move quick, so keep your things close by. I will give you a couple breaks throughout, but first, we need to start with our warm-up. So because we're focusing on upper body, I want you to start by standing nice and tall and really engaging through the core, bringing those shoulders back. This is going to be our base movement for the entire workout. We're not gonna let it come here at all. So your workout starts right now. Let's roll those shoulders back, keeping that tall posture. And I want you to really focus on lifting through the shoulders, pulling back, and then scooping down to create a really strong circular movement. We're gonna take this same movement and we're gonna go the opposite way. So think about scooping upward, lifting, and then dropping down forward. Good, let's make that a little bigger. Bring the elbow into it. Go the other way. Again, really scooping on the back side of this movement. One more. Good, drop that down, give it a little shake. Little upper body twist here. Getting some mobility in that spine. Make it a little bigger by reaching. Good, one more here. Come back to that neutral positioning. I want you to open up your arms really wide. Think about pulling back behind you, activating the muscles in your back. And then I want you to think about scooping forward, activating the muscles through your chest. Pretend that there is a lot of resistance in the air that's slowing you down through this movement, and you have to really work through it. Good, one more each direction. Really pull back behind you, and then drag that forward. Good, drop that down, give it a little shake out. Good, I want you to bring it up overhead, drop that back down. If you're comfortable, you can do a little back bend, just working on that back mobility. Good, one more. Very nice. Okay, give those arms a little shake out because I need to talk to you a little bit about what's coming up. Like I said, we're gonna move fairly quickly between some exercises. We're gonna start with some overhead. So you're going to wanna choose your weights carefully. We're gonna start with a static press, which means your arms have to do all the work themselves, no help from the legs. We're gonna transition that overhead press fairly quickly. Let me give you a little preview. You're gonna have your weights here. You can do this neutral, or you can do the wide grip, whichever works for you. You are gonna be pressing overhead. And then I'm gonna tell you to change exercises. There, you're gonna drop down, hinge at your hips, and you're gonna go into alternating rows. Now today's alternating rows are constant movement, and they're fairly quick. Yes? So set those down. Roll those shoulders back. We got about 20 seconds before we go. And I'm gonna tell you, things will change in this adventure as we go. But what I just showed you is our base movements. We have about 4.5 minutes of work to do before your next rest. You with me? Grab those weights. Get them up here. Here's your strict press. You're going up overhead, resetting back down. As I am doing this press, I'm really thinking about activating my back muscles also. And if you have the right weight, you're gonna be using a braking system to help stop these weights from dropping down too low. You should feel this in your lats or the outer of your back, the outer edges of your back, working to really slow down this press. So you're working upward and you're working on the way down. Keep this going. As you get fatigued, what I don't want to see is leaning back. I need you to really stay strong through the core and keep pressing overhead, not from the chest. Stay strong. Because in under 10 seconds, we're gonna switch to alternating rows. Get ready to hinge it forward. Right here, hinge forward, alternating rows. Keep this moving. I really want you to focus on the top range of motion, which means your upper back is squeezing each time you move. Now I've got good news. We're gonna go right back to an overhead press. But we're gonna add a little extra to it. You ready to join me in that press again? 3, 2, stand it up, weights up. Now look, use your legs just a little. Right here, let them drop and push. Push. Get a little momentum through your feet to push overhead. Same thing applies, we're not leaning back. Drive straight up through that spine and extend overhead. Keep it nice and strong. Change your grip. Bring it neutral. That's up to you. But either one is perfect. Keep going, use those legs, create the momentum. Good news. 15 seconds. We're going back to that row. Stay with me. 5, 4, 3, 2. Right in to that alternating row. Change it up. Try to keep it moving. Don't pause. I want you to squeeze and lower. I've got more good news. One more round with these presses. Take a look. You keep doing what you're doing. Did you see that swing? Swing and press. Join me. Swing, press. A little bit of extra momentum to finish this off. Good. Look, the swing, it's not a big movement. It's just a catch and release, press overhead, release, and press. Keep going. Nice work. 30 seconds here. Keep that upper body long. Don't let it curve forward. Reset, then press. Final round of alternating rows. Coming at ya. Right here. One, then the other, constant movement. Now look, as you get tired, it might become a little dancey. Stop, freeze that body. The good news, you've got a break coming up really soon. Stay with it. Long spine, squeeze the upper back. For 3, 2, 1. Set those down. Shake it out. Block 1 of 3. Done. So that means we're gonna move along. New exercises. You may wanna go lighter in your weights, biceps and triceps. We are going to be burning them out. So, biceps. We're gonna start with a curl. No bells, no whistles, straight curl. Now here's the best part. Our 30-second blast, you're gonna be in that mid-range and you're gonna pulse. That's where that burner comes in. Keep those same weights because we're gonna bring it into triceps also. All right, 15 seconds till this second block begins. So I need you to reset your body. Underhand grip. Anchor in your lower body so your upper body can move freely. 3, 2, 1, here we go. I need you to lift and lower. Now look, 2 things I'm wanting you to really work on today. I want you to make sure your elbow isn't leading the way. It's not a shoulder exercise. We want to isolate the bicep. So elbows stay underneath those shoulders and we lift and reset. The other thing, don't let them fall back down. Stay in control that whole time. If there was a marker on each of my knuckles, it would draw a half circle away from my body. Keep it nice and strong. Don't tuck that elbow in. Keep it long. Is your bicep saying, yep, I can feel that? I hope so. And your bicep's really gonna love what's coming at you next, because those midway pulses start right now. Look, pulse. You're right in the center range of motion. It's not big. I'm not doing this. I'm right here, keeping time under tension, hands moving, but only a little bit. You should feel that meaty part of your bicep right here starting to talk to you a little bit. Stay strong. Triceps are what's coming up next. We're gonna keep these weights in our hands. And right now, bring them up overhead. Take a look. You're gonna drop and lift, drop and lift. Keep this right here. Notice, again, I'm not arching my back. Stay nice and strong through that body. I've taken a bit of a kickstand so that I can stop my hips from getting involved. If you get halfway through this minute and you start to think, oh gee, this is heavy, you can set one down. This is always an option. You can do this with a single dumbbell. Your choice. Or set it down, come back and join us for these last 20 seconds. Whatever you need to do. Can you guess what might be coming up next? This is your burner, and it's gonna get you. So you have that option. Set one down if you need, because we have 30 seconds of pulses right here. Small movement, little quicker, little pulses. My body is really quiet. I'm not leading with the legs. Really isolate. Do me a favor, pull those elbows closer to your head. Can you feel that little burn on the back side of your arm? Yep, I know you can. Good news though, we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna need that other weight in 3, 2, 1. Pick it up real quick. Look, I need you to turn your hands out wider, and I need you to come out wide in this bicep curl. We're gonna finish off biceps in this W, and then I'm not gonna tell you what our burner is. I'm gonna leave you in suspense. Keep that strong posture. Don't tuck the elbows. Make sure you've rotated outward and doing a nice wide. Should be like a shape of a W when you're up here. Try to focus on that lift and lower. Might feel a little burny again. If so, your body is gonna wanna start to do this. Don't let it. Hold tight. Find that split stance if you need it. Keep that full range. Now in under 10 seconds, we're going back to a tricep pulse. So if you need to, set one weight down, join me right here. Keep that mid-range and keep it moving. Tiny little movements, as many as you can get in. Keep that moving. 15 seconds here. Back side of your arm is really talking to you now. Keep going. Keep it strong. Keep breathing. For 3, 2, 1. Set that down. Another rest, which means our third and final block. We got to finish off this upper body work, but we have to incorporate the core with this next one. So you don't need your weights. You can move those aside. You can move them really aside if you want to. We're going to be working on push-ups, planks, some crab walks, and a little bit of a ball throw sit-up. So switching our focus to a little bit more hip to shoulder. And we're going to start it off with a minute of push-ups. I know everybody woke up this morning thinking, I want to do a minute of push-ups. So here's your chance. Look, you do whatever push-ups you need to do, from your knees, from your toes, whatever you need to do to get through this moment. But it's gonna start in 4 seconds. So I need you to find your push-up. Let's do this. Knees or toes, nice full range of motion. Don't speed through. I want you to really focus on keeping that nice long posture. Try not to let it get here. Push forward into the palms of your hands, drop to those knees if that helps you get a really full range of motion. From the side, what I'm trying to avoid is letting it come here. I need you to really just push forward. Drop those knees if you need to, and work through that full range of motion. Now, I've talked so much, there's only 20 seconds left, so we better get to work. I know you've been working hard. Keep this going, knees or toes, for 10 seconds. Pull that core in towards your spine. And in 3 seconds, I need you to find a plank right here. Nothing changes with that posture. Take a look. I know we're in a static hold, but I'm not letting my hips creep up. Stay in that plank. Engage through the back, engage through the core. 15 seconds here. Then we're gonna flip over and do a little crab action. Stay with me. For 3, 2, 1. Join me over here. I need you to come up. Bring your hips off the ground. I want you to start lifting one leg and then the other. Notice I'm not shifting my weight. I'm not doing anything too crazy. I'm literally squeezing each time I lift. Now, if you're with me and you want a little bit more work, I need you to do opposite hand to opposite knee. Really push. Glutes are driving your body up. Core is maintaining that stability. It's what's keeping you from falling over. Try to lift through. Just go to the feet. Squeeze the glutes. Or keep going here. We've got 10 seconds. And then we're gonna go to a reverse plank, static hold again. So reverse plank, put your feet out, and I need you to lift your hips. Squeeze. You are supporting from right here. You gotta squeeze to lift those hips. Open the airway, hold on right here. Because after this, we've only got 2 more exercises. We're so close. Can you lift higher? Stay here. In 4 seconds, you're gonna get to sit down. Bring it down to the ground. Now look, that heavy med ball, it's gotta weigh about 10, 20 pounds. You're gonna throw it and come off the ground. Throw the ball. Really think dynamic pull through that core. Everything right through here contracts to lift and get off the ground. Use the momentum of your hands. It's gonna help you get up a little higher and a little quicker. If you start to feel like you're not quite able to get there, here's a trick. I want you to throw your foot with your hands. It's gonna give you a little extra oomph to get up to the top of this sit-up, but you really gotta push that foot forward. Extra good news is we're gonna go to an isolated crunch right here. Your last 30 seconds of work. Contract, lift a little higher. Each time, try to keep your shoulder blades off the ground. It's gonna get harder and harder to do. Engage all through here and lift to the ceiling. Up. If your head gets a little heavy feeling, bring it right here. We're really close to the finish line. 3, 2, 1. We are done. Remember that little trick I showed you to get up? Ooh, I need you to use that right now. And slowly bring yourself up to standing. Take your time coming up. Catch your breath before you jump up. Once you're here, start to roll those shoulders backwards. Awesome job. Hopefully your arms are feeling a little heavier than when you started. Let's go the other direction. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, clasp those hands together. This is where we're gonna reverse all that stress that we put on our spine by holding it locked tight, and we're gonna let it go. This is the time when bad posture is allowed. Good, release that, find that good posture again. Clasp your hands behind you. Now I need you to pull your shoulders back, open up through the chest. Set that down, release, stand tall, and you are done. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that I'm gonna see you again really soon.